Let's get everybody. It's your boy Haki, and today we're going to be reacting to embarrassing 21 Savage League proves he's a snake. I believe this is a phone call between 21 Savage and Young Thug. I believe. So let's get straight into it. Go check out my boy Trapmore Ross. If I remember, I will most likely put his description or his channel in the description. But yeah, let's get straight into it, boys.
Just leaked.
And girls.
And it
the
is
2% girls that watch the channel.
embarrassing. It really exposes 21 Savage for being a huge snake. And it also exposes Young Thug for being a huge snake too. But yeah, this is just really not a good look for 21. It's not a good look for Thug. It's not right now. It's really not a good look for the whole of Ratlanta. Sorry, I mean Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean
okay?
Lanta. Yeah, my bad. They not rats, bro. Don't do that to them, bro. That shit is AI, bro. That whole video was AI, bro.
Was still Atlanta. Back when all the best rappers were still collaborating, doing their thing, linking up, doing songs together.
Atlanta was doing
21
crazy.
Savage and Gunna and Thug, they were all jumping on songs, man. They were jumping on songs like this one, Emergency.
Which was on Spiral,
you know what I mean? Even back then, even Gunna was dissing the rats. He said, when I really pull up, you gonna call the authorities. I run it up. Gotta see who I can really trust, because these dudes ain't for me. Who knows if he had a crystal ball and he knew how things would work out, because damn near everyone on this track is a complete snake. Okay? It's crazy. And on the song, they was talking on killings too. Come with it, we kill him, ain't no sympathy.
Dig up the grass and bury his body. Don't
said when they
speak.
bury his body,
Louise,
don't nobody speak. It was a simpler time, man. And even in 2022, right before the Rico dropped, Big 21 Savage and Gunna were linking up, doing songs together. This track I thought I was playing was from Gunna's Drip Season Forever. This was back when everyone was loving Gunna.
Yeah,
this was back when a little bit of Gunna clout was the perfect thing that you needed. But that's all gone out the window, man. This full 27-minute jail call between Young Thug and 21 Savage is just leaked in its entirety. We've been hearing clips all over the internet, but I'm here to tell you this, just like the thumbnail said, all right? Shout out to Poetic Flacco. This is bad, okay? This is bad. So I'm going to run through the call. I'm going to play you all the most relevant parts. Damn near the whole thing's relevant, but I've picked out the best parts to play you.
Bad. My boy Trapmore Ross doing his research,
context to everything that's said, because that's what we do over here, okay? And again, this is a very bad look for everybody involved. And I think 21 Savage, there's some redeeming moments in this interview. I keep saying interview, in this jail call. But there's also some very embarrassing moments where it's clear that he is two-faced. Both of these guys are two-faced snakes, by the looks of it, unfortunately. Okay, and it starts off with Thug being a bitch, all right, calling 21 Savage. The whole purpose of this call was to call him and say, yeah, I'm planning to drop the same day as Gunna. I need verses from you.
Man, bro, I'm trying to drop an album the same day Gunna drop, bro. You need to,
I heard this a while back.
So he called him up. He said, I'm going to need you to put a verse on this song, all right? I've got songs on my new album coming, and we're going to diss Gunna. We're going to go at Gunna. Okay, that's the plan. I'm going to drop the same day. That's right? Gunna. 21 asks him, when is Gunna supposed to drop? And Young Thug laughs. He says, I'm going to drop the same day. I can move his project around. I can do whatever I want because he's signed to me.
When he supposed to drop? Man, that nigga ain't finna drop.
He dropped Friday, nigga. I ain't gonna know he signed me.
Look at him. That's fucked up.
He dropped Friday for sure?
Man, 100%. Friday. I can hold his shit back if I want to. If my album don't be ready, I can hold it back. But Drake already sent the song called, the name of my album, I'm going to drop my album on the same day he dropped, and it's called Business is Business. Then I'm going to drop an album the very next week after that. It's going to be a singing album, and it's called Love You Later.
Now, that follow-up album didn't end up coming out, and I don't think this plan really worked out the way he was hoping it was going to work out, man, because Gunna dropped his project, and it did very well. Now, just to give a little bit of context, okay, Gunna's album, A Gift and a Curse, ended up actually dropping on June the 16th, and Business is Business actually ended up dropping the week after on June the 23rd. And to give Thug his credit, okay, his project went #2 on the Billboard charts, sold 89,000 units first week, all right, we can see that there. And Gunna's project actually landed at #3 on the Billboard charts, did 85,000 units in its first week. So
he undersold
Thug had the ups on him when this happened, only slightly, but he didn't end up having it in him to drop on the same day. And interestingly enough, all right, 21 Savage, he sent in that verse. He was on the project, okay? He was on 2 songs. He was on one song called Want Me Dead, which actually didn't include any disses towards Gunna. It didn't include any disrespect, but it was on the project. He did send in the verse. And another song called With the Racks. Okay, this one was quite a hard song. I had this on the playlist a lot.
With the Racks.
And on this one,
Savage and Young Thug, crazy
on this one, okay,
they say something. They speak
21
some
actually
words.
did seemingly diss at least snitches. He said, I put her up in a chokehold. They snitching and broke pole. All right. So low key, he hopped on there. He rode for Thug. All right. There are a lot of Thug riders getting exposed right now, but he rode for Thug. But they went on to speak for a good 27 minutes. Okay, just about the devious plans that Thug had to ruin Gunna's career. It was all planned. It was all orchestrated. None of this was organic.
Yeah,
it was
none of this
all
was organic,
orchestrated on purpose out of jealousy
he feel like
for
he's
what
scared.
Gunna was doing. And 21 Savage, to his credit, this is why he's a two-faced snake. Okay, at points in this conversation, he's trying to stick up for Gunna. He's saying, Gunna ain't do you that bad. You should. And he's got the sense, the foresight of what I told everybody that Thug should have done, which is forgive Gunna and get to this money. He's kind of sticking up for Gunna and saying, why don't you clear his name? You're going to own half of his career. Like, you could 21 Savage, the snake that he is, he even says, why don't you try and put Gunna in a really even word? Why don't you try and extort Gunna and tell him, look, I'll show my support and say that you're not a rat if you sign to me for another 4 albums and I get 70-80% of them. 21 Savage is a real snake behind the scenes, all right? This is very, very telling. Yeah. And they go back and forth, and 21 Savage, he kind of changes his position. You can tell he doesn't really believe in what Thug's saying, but like a meat rider does, man, he lets Thug convince him, and then he's riding for Thug, and then he hops on the album and disses Gunna, man. Of course, bro, that album just gave him some bread from that feature money, man. Basically, after this, we end up hearing Thug. He literally begs 21 Savage, right? He literally begs him, pleads with him, please, bro, go to the studio and do this project, okay? And 21 basically tells him that Gunna, that Thug should have helped clean Gunna's face up and taken the 80% of his career, basically extorting him. Yeah. It's crazy. Listen to this.
Man, bro, please go to the studio and do the song, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna do it. I'm saying, I don't think you should play it like that, bro.
Why?
I feel like you should have just made that nigga come in. Like cleaned his face up and made him come in more. Like, if I need 80% of everything, 70%, I'm gonna tarnish your face card.
He said you should have extorted Gunna and said, I need 80% of everything or I'm going to tarnish your face card.
That's what these music labels do,
That's what
21 is
suggesting
suggesting
that
21
Thug
Savage
does.
do it if the
He
music
told
labels
Thug,
do it. They do it all the time.
in my opinion,
this is literally visual
it sounds like he's
representation of what
telling
music
Thug you
labels
should
do.
extort Gunna. You should dangle the freedom of his reputation above his head. Yeah. Hey, Gunna came out of this on top, man. But as we're going to hear, okay, 21 Savage basically says, you should capitalize on what happened. You should capitalize on Gunna. And he's speaking sense. He said, look, for all of this stuff that's happened, you might as well at least make money from it.
At the end of the day, bro, you did what you did, but we got to capitalize on everything we do in life, bro. Like, at the end of the day, saying fuck a nigga, what that's really finna get a nigga for real.
Oh, definitely. I still get 50% of a nigga album anyway, though, whatever album. but goddamn.
Yeah, but shit.
Right.
60%, damn.
It's the money, though. Like, shit, they can get the money by telling the world, like, well, I told him to do that. Just cause, like.
Business is business.
See, Young Thug thinks he's John Gotti of Atlanta, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
21 basically says, look, you're getting 50% of the album. Money is money. You should get the money, and you should tell the world that you told Gunna to take that deal. Now, we're going to get to that later, because we're going to hear a diabolical lie from Thug in this, and you can tell that he's playing. These are two guys that are snaking each other, okay? But Thug, he thinks he's a mob boss. He laughs it off. He says, nah, business is business. All right? Business is business. I'm going to show him. Business. All right? And 21 basically says, well, Thug, you can feel how you feel. Feel however you want to feel. And he basically does break it down, and he sticks up for Gunna. He says, in my heart, I don't believe that Gunna really intended to hurt you. But Thug says, hell no.
But at the same token, is like, shit, you feel how you feel. I ain't going to tell you how you feel. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't, in my heart, but I don't feel like Shawty did what he did with the intention of hurting you. You feel what I'm saying? I don't really get that vibe from him. I feel like
you can tell that he really don't agree with Young Thug.
He said that I don't think Gunna really intended to hurt you. I don't get that vibe from him, okay? I think he was just in a tough spot and he wanted to get out of there.
Weird spot. Yeah, bro, he wanted to go to jail.
Okay.
And the funny thing is with this part that he said, hell nah, nigga, didn't you tell your brother to snitch so your mom wouldn't have to have two of her sons in jail or at the same time? Like, so why can't Gunna get a pass, bro? Why did 6ix9ine get a pass? And but when you snitched 2015, he snitched 2018, so you snitched before 6ix9ine because that interrogation room footage that is blowing up on the internet that started this whole, well, it didn't start the whole thing, that added flame to the whole thing. Was from 2015 because that's when the Lil Wayne tour bus got shot up. So
Listen to
like,
these little girly little laughs. Hell no. Thug's in prison just planning how he can ruin this man's life out of jealousy.
Literally,
That's what's going on
evil,
here.
evil,
Isn't that little diabolical laugh, man? It's embarrassing.
evil rich
Hell
laugh.
no.
Like,
Okay.
nigga laugh like a One Piece villain.
Anything
Crazy
in the
ass.
entire world, if me and you were locked up and I told you to do that, would you do it?
Well, we different types of niggas though.
We ain't.
He ain't, bro. That nigga, he. I'm saying like, we earn a loyalty different than probably what he do to a certain extent.
They
So
saying he not a
21's
real
basically
street nigga.
saying, Thug said, hey, if I told you to take that plea, would you take it? 21 said, nah, I wouldn't take it. I'm built different. We built different to Gunna. We don't earn our loyalty and our respect differently to how Gunna did it, all right? And so what you're going to hear in a second is 21 basically asks Thug if he's seen his brother Unfunk's plea, all right?
Ooh.
And he says, I'm hearing that you told him to take that plea. And Thug says, on God. He merches it on God.
On God.
Swears to God, I did not tell him to take that plea.
Man, but you seen your brother plea?
Most definitely.
Ooh.
But he said you told him to do that.
Man, watch out.
That's what the street said.
Man, oh God.
That's a nervous
Young,
laugh.
That's what he telling the street.
yeah, that's a nervous laugh.
On that same guy, he kept. Man, he come and put me to take a plea and tell lies on me. To get me sitting on road, man. I've been on jail cell. Man, I don't know the hell.
Why does Young Thug sound like a Boondocks character? Like this whole ordeal sound like, and
He said
feel
his
like
brother
a Boondocks
broke
episode.
his heart. He can't believe he took that plea.
Captain.
But yesterday,
Look what he tweeted.
on
Look what
Twitter,
he tweeted.
he did a tweet and delete.
Look,
he said, my
'cause his
brother would have
ass,
rolled
he
the
just-
whole trip out. But when them guys took the plea, I told my brother to take it too. He had just done 12 years, and I didn't want to put my mama through that again. Free Unfunk. He's a liar. On God, he's a liar.
Oh God.
On God, he's a liar. And 21
They got
Savage
a
is trying to
Gunna
give Gunna some
update
balance. Why
page
don't you
on
just
Twitter?
say, why don't you just say that he took the plea? This, who knows? This tweet could be a lie, right? Listen to the hypocrisy. 21 Savage said, why don't you just tell the world that you told Gunna to took that plea to save face and make some money? Thug says, F all that. Money ain't worth it to me. I want to bury this guy. I'm a hater. Now, whether or not he actually, did he merch it on God that he didn't tell his brother to take that plea? If he did, he's lying on God. And maybe this is why God is striking him down with these snitching allegations.
Yeah, bro.
Or did he take to Twitter to lie, to throw his brother some bail, and do the same thing that 21 Savage said that he should have given to Gunna, but for Unfunk, who probably ain't making him a penny?
Yeah.
Very, very interesting stuff. But let's get back to the call, because
Gunna's
it just
actually
evolves from
producing
here,
him
okay?
money, but
He
this
says
other
that
nigga
his
like, that make no sense.
Thug says he was heartbroken. All right, he was
Heartbroken.
heartbroken about his brother taking that plea. On God, he
Yeah,
would have
bro.
never told him to take that plea.
On God, he would never like.
Cap
Come on, man.
detected. But
Cap
21
detector.
Savage basically
My cap
kind of
detector-
flips
my cap
around.
detector is
Right,
on.
the snake kind of wiggles over onto his belly. And he says, hey, I'm convinced. That's all it took. 5 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm convinced. He says, drop the album. Drop the album on the same day. Let's screw over Gunna then. Why not? I'm convinced
Fuck
after
it.
5 minutes.
Yeah, man, drop the album. That nigga.
That nigga
about
that
Hey, why I said shit in? That nigga said, yes, ma'am. God damn, bro. Like, that's crazy, nigga. I'd rather die before I ever in my life switch up on little man. I'm dying. I don't give a damn.
Thug said he would rather die than switch
Alright,
up on
well,
his
we
people.
gonna- we gonna-
All
we
right?
gonna-
And Thug goes
yeah.
on to say, Gunna made it cool for everyone to take a plea. Now, this is before Thug got his plea. So it's cool when you do it to Yak Gotti, who's still facing his charges. And Thug
Yeah.
actually pled guilty to gang charges, whereas Gunna took an Alfred plea.
And Yak Gotti beat his case.
It's cool when
Beat
Thug
the whole
does it.
case. They didn't like they.
But when Gunna does it, nah, it's all wrong. It breaks his heart. He would rather die. A few months down the line, Thug doing the exact same thing to Yak Gotti and Shannon Stillwell.
Man, we ain't never got a part of the same goddamn organization, music group. We ain't got to be a part of none of that. I ain't no switch up on that. I be beating with you and still don't switch up though.
Well, God.
You
That's
see what I'm saying?
cap.
Like,
Stop
I
saying
can't
on
respect
God.
it, but
Cap.
nigga, you took a plea first, so you done there made it cool for everybody else to take a plea, nigga. Like I don't respect that.
So now he's blaming Gunna for Umfunk taking the plea. He's saying you made it cool for everyone else to take
because he
got
to get it off
when
him.
Thug took a plea before Yak Gotti, that's cool. That's fine.
Because
that's no problem.
He thought Yak Gotti was done for.
And he goes on to say,
whatever, right, snitch.
And there was a very good point made in this as well that points out even more hypocrisy from Young Thug. All right. He goes on to say, you know, Gunna took the plea. He said the drugs and gun wasn't his in the car. And even Young Thug points out something that a lot of people keep capping. A lot of people saying, Gunna and Thug were in the car. So when Gunna took his plea and said the drugs and the guns in the car weren't mine, he's putting it on Thug. No, there was a third man in the car. Some people have denied this man even existing, but he exists. And you're about to hear Young Thug admit that he exists. And 21 says, well, you had a fool guy. He was supposed to y'all was supposed to put the charge on the fool guy. Yeah. 21 actually sticks up for Gunna here. It's very, very, very interesting.
Pay for that, bro. Oh, that nigga, man, you on Jeffrey Williams in the car. It was a gun and drugs in the car. Was it yours?
He probably said that though, bro.
100%, but
you heard that? Now listen to that again. 21 said straight away, yeah, but he's supposed to say that. He was supposed to say that. Y'all both supposed to say that. You had a fool guy. You had a fool guy ready to go.
Yeah.
He probably said that though, bro.
100%, but you.
That's the only part I don't agree with. I disagree with you on the other shit. He said that wrong, but that nigga, it wasn't yours neither. It was the nigga who took the charge shit. It wasn't one of y'all. We supposed to say it was more than us in that car.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what he supposed to say.
That's all I'm saying. Because the DA ain't telling the judge. The DA ain't telling the judge and the jury that it was 3 people in the car.
Oh, there were 3 people. So now you're admitting there are 3 people in the car, right? Yeah, so Young Thug's excuse now is, the DA
his
is not
lies
telling the
are
judge
adding up, man. That's another line that's adding up, man. He forgetting his lies, man.
You could say there were 3 people in the car. You seemingly had a fool guy ready to go with this whole situation, okay? And this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new. People been knowing a third guy was in the car.
Yeah.
So just so you know it's real, I'm not capping, even though we just heard him say it, okay? There were 3 people in the car, all right? It was a Maybach, and Cedric Jones is facing charges of marijuana and theft by receiving stolen property. Sergio Kitchen's charged with marijuana possession, right? There was another person, drug and gun charges. They had a fool guy. They had a fool guy ready to go. Apparently, it's okay if you got a fool guy ready to go.
Yeah, you got the fool guy.
Even more detailed article. All right.
Apparently. Allegedly.
The Cobb County case, along with co-defendant Cedric Jones. All right. They're accused of possession of all of these things. They had a fool guy. All right. They arrested all of them.
Yeah.
Jones was also accused of felony drug charges when indictments were handed down.
What?
All right. So that's it. That's it. There was another guy on the charge. And that's what 21 Savage said it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to put it on the fool guy. Y'all had a fool guy in the car. You had a fool guy ready to go.
That's what we're supposed to do, bro. That's what we're supposed to do as a street, man. In the streets.
So Thug is twisting it to try and make Gunna look worse, when in reality he's saying, oh, well, the DA doesn't know that there's 3 guys in the car. The facts are the facts. There's another guy in the car that's supposed to be the fool guy. So you twisting the narrative to say him saying that it wasn't mine is saying that it's Thug. Because that's not what's happening. There was another guy in the car.
Yeah, literally.
Right? And that's been known. So Thug basically just goes on to talk way more shit about Gunna. He says that he has no backbone, all right? He was supposed to... Basically, he just says that Gunna had been to prison and he should have known how to move, right?
That nigga shit, he took the charge. You just sitting there saying, yeah, man, like he ain't got no backbone. I don't respect that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't no goddamn scared. He done been to prison before. Shout out been to prison. That's the other part I don't get. Like, man, you done been to chain gang. You know how
he ain't been to prison. He been to prison? He ain't been in no damn prison.
Man, Gunna went to prison. And Gunna went to prison.
Really?
Yes, that's why he got kicked out of college. He got caught serving on the college campus. He did it.
Young Thug loves to talk about other people selling drugs, doesn't he? He said Gunna got nicked, got arrested for serving drugs on the college campus, and he got arrested for that, and he did time in a chain gang for it. And he's saying he didn't want to go back. He's about to say he didn't want to go back to jail, and they laughing. But Thug just loves to talk hot on other people's drug dealing activities, man. Same thing for Pee Wee Roscoe.
I swear, he loves sharing about people selling drugs, bro. You sound like a fed, honestly. I don't know. I like the way you moving, bro. You moving kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to feel about it.
Like rough for his ass, boy. That shit rough, boy. You gotta get a certain type of nigga. You gotta have real mental strength, bro. Like, niggas don't be having that shit, bro.
So they're saying Gunna ain't got the mental strength to handle the chain gang. Even though he'd been to prison before, they're saying he couldn't handle it this time. That's what they're saying. So next up, okay, 21 basically says that Thug isn't wrong for still hating Gunna, but he basically says, look, you could have, and he's very smart. He says that you could have had a better outcome financially if you just rock with Gunna and you show love to him.
Yes,
clean this up for him.
Imagine if they did a collab. Imagine if this wouldn't have happened. Like, I'm gonna just say this right. Imagine if Young Thug would have got released, he would, and while he was in prison, he wasn't having people make tweets for him about Gunna being a snitch and whatever Wham say goes and shit like that, all that goofy shit. What if he didn't say that, and instead he was like, me and Gunna, da 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 da, and then he just dropped a date, and niggas was like, oh, Gunna and Thug collab album again. Like, this shit about to be crazy. That would have had a way bigger rollout, and Young Thug probably would have not have got exposed for any of this shit. Or if he would have got exposed, we wouldn't have cared because he would have been making music. You know what I'm saying? Just like Lil Tecca. Like, Lil Tecca admit that he caps raps, bro. But he's like one of the biggest artists of his generation. That's a rapper. That's solo, independent. You know what I'm saying?
Thug says, hell no. Gunna's rap career is over. Even if this album goes #1, he can't drop again. And I'm detecting cap.
Either way,
I'm definitely detecting cap, nigga, because he making too much money for you not to let him drop, nigga.
That's how I be thinking. Alright, you fucked up, but goddamn, what's the best outcome of this shit? Right?
But what's the best outcome though? What's the best outcome of that? Because I feel like it's really over with for your rap career. The album you put out might go #1, but that's it after that. You know what I'm saying? It's like on some real shit now.
You got to you hold his career in your hand, bro. That's what I'm telling you. If you come out right now and tell the world what he did went wrong, because them folks already on the internet like, man, fuck all that. We rocking with them. Ever since he dropped that song, they like, man, we rocking with him.
Yes,
if you
bro.
come out and tell the world that you was in agreement with that shit, his career ain't over. That's why I said, like,
I understand that part, but
now that's a bunch of cap, right? So Thug basically says, yeah, even if this album goes #1,
I'm not letting him drop again.
Now
He's
that's
not
cap.
dropping again. Because 85,000
went #3.
He sold 4,000 less copies of yours, which did good. One of one
debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200 charts
bro.
with 91,000.
So he sold more than you.
Your business is business.
Yeah, business is business.
Beat your business is business. He's still going up and up and up.
One.
Thug ain't dropped another album, all right, and his songs ain't hitting like they used to. And then he dropped the last one, which debuted at #3 on the Billboard 200. To be fair, it dipped down a little bit, but he still surpassed where Thug was. But he's saying his career's over with. Doesn't look like it's over with.
Yeah,
looks like it's still going very strong. So cap detected for sure.
For sure.
And Thug basically goes on to say,
on music like
right, that he basically
you
holds Gunna's career in his hands.
John Gotti, nigga.
And 21 basically said, look, you can save Thug and you can save Gunna and you can make money out of this. Thug says he just wants to, he doesn't want to backtrack because he wants to make himself look good for Lil Durk, Lil Baby, Future, who cut ties with Gunna already.
What? So he's a dick rider. So Young Thug's a dick eater. Okay.
He says he can't backtrack now that those guys have dissed him. He's trying to look tough for Lil Durk.
Wow.
Durk said I could have been part of that Rico. I called Thug, told him everybody that I shot. I want to hear that phone call leaking.
What?
Think about niggas like you, Wham, Dirt, Fudo, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas, y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and take a nigga and be on the nigga's side after they did what wrong. They can call him.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? It's just like I'm slapping y'all. No.
So Thug says, nah, it's like a slap in the face to Durk and Future and you guys that are already dissing Gunna on my behalf, even though we're orchestrating this whole thing and he ain't really do nothing wrong and I'm lying about my brother's plea.
Yeah.
But I can't backtrack and lose face with Durk and the guys.
Yeah.
And 21 Savage, he then slithers back into the conversation and says, nah, them guys are wrong for jumping the gun. They should have waited for you. They should have waited for King Slime, please. They should have been on their knees, open mouth, waiting for King Slime to give his opinion on the situation before having their own opinions as men.
Like, as men, settle down with this shit. Settle down with
stop jumping the gun. Niggas be like, I don't know, bro. It's like,
how you call that jumping the gun though?
Cause I'm not doing nothing until I talk to you. Like I told him. You know?
The dick eating is
so
crazy.
21 Savage basically is about to say that he called Gunna when Gunna got out after his plea, and he said straight up to to his ears, I guess, not to his face, on the phone, look, I can't rock with you unless Young Thug co-signs it. I cannot rock with you until I've heard from Young Thug, and Young Thug ain't rocking with you, so I ain't rocking with you either.
So he called me when he got out. I told him, look, I can't fuck with you unless just fucking with you. Type shit. I ain't finna say nothing about you on the internet. I ain't finna let the world know I ain't fucking with you until just say so.
But you know,
that's what they supposed to did. Like,
but ain't nobody
niggas trying to go at him to get clout. Yes,
Yes,
So
bro.
21's now saying, look, all these guys, Dirk and them.
It's always a clout method, bro.
That's what he said about
because
Big Dirk
Gunna
up
is
in here,
still
man.
big.
21's saying Dirk and them and Lil Baby, Pluto, they're just dissing Gunna for clout. They're not really rocking with Young Thug. They're just trying to get a little bit of clout dissing Gunna because it's so cool to diss snitches now. You're trying to ruin this man's life. And 21 Savage points out, all right, hey, he's the one that points out, oh, Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna. Lil Baby unfollowed Gunna. 21, you unfollowed Young Thug, and we all saw it, and then you backtracked.
Really?
Facts.
They have. Dirk
said something to him, but that's it. Like, Wham, them ain't doing all this shit. Like,
Wham unfollowed him.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just that little boy shit. That ain't really saying that to no
Yeah,
that.
Hey, you heard it from Thug himself, man. That all the
That's
unfollowing,
little
that's just little boy
Little
shit,
boy
man.
shit.
Hey, Thug said it, man. Thug said that's just little boy stuff.
Hey, King Slime said it,
21
so that's
basically
little
goes
boy
on to
shit.
backtrack
Right
once
now, we don't
again,
have
right?
to,
He's basically throwing stuff out there to see if Young Thug likes it, and if it doesn't stick, he pulling it back.
backtracks.
He pulling it back. Okay. Oh, what about this? Oh, no, I don't believe that. Yeah. Oh, why don't you like patch it up with Gunna? Because you're kind of in the wrong, and Gunna didn't really do nothing wrong. Oh, no. Okay. Well, King Slime says goes. Okay. No. Fuck Gunna. Let me get the album, man. Send me those songs.
Yeah, let me get the album. Yeah,
yeah, but that's still.
But guess what, though, that
what
makes
your
you.
position is, right?
But
I ain't saying they wrong. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they jumped the gun. But
Niggas
look,
supposed to have a conversation with you for they do. That's just how I look at it.
So Thug is basically
Why
about to
should they
say,
have to
well,
get a
21.
call from
Well, Lil Baby didn't jump the gun. He actually called me immediately and basically asked me, should I sever ties and basically be a dick to Gunna? Please, King Slime, we'll do anything you say.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
King
I
Slime.
can't do anything. I can't tie my shoes without Big
Call King
Jeffrey
Slime.
telling me
Yeah,
which
Big Jeff.
fucking lace to start with. And he said, Lil Baby called me immediately and checked in and just said, oh, what should my opinion be on this before forming my own opinion as a man?
Is crazy,
What are we doing?
Bro.
Are we putting our foot on Gunna's neck and trying to ruin his career for no reason, for jealousy?
reason?
Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Wham
that's what we're
did,
doing.
though.
That's what we're doing. That is
I talked to Wham,
100%
so
what
we get on
we
the phone.
are
Hey,
doing.
you told Buddy them do that? All right, hell no. He's like, all right, say less. Say less. Same shit. I'm from off top. Soon it happens. G off hit me.
Yeah, but you still at Buddy party though. Like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, bro. Like
yeah, that was Gunna.
They
What are these One Piece slides he's doing?
Pushed up on me knowing you were busy with it.
So now they're laughing. They're basically saying, yeah, but then Lil Baby was still at QCP's party and QCP's a rat. And then Thug's laughing. He said, yeah, on Gunna's song, he said, how are you pushing up on me, but you doing business with a rat?
Ooh.
Listen, man, you guys need to grow up. That's what I'll say. You guys need to grow up, okay? Now, Thug basically goes on to say that Lil Baby apparently didn't know that QCP was a rat when he got into business with him. And now Thug says, well, if you're making money, if you got on a play running with people, then it's okay if you didn't know they was a rat and then you find out. It's
So
hypocritical,
why
right?
is
Because
he-
why
yeah,
can't
why-
you give Gunna the same
yeah,
grace?
same
But when
that's what I'm
Lil
saying.
Baby's got a situation with QCP,
That's making him money
oh
now.
yeah,
it's
but he was
okay.
getting money with him before he found out he was a rat, so that's fine.
But didn't that apply
Hypocritical, because
with
you can't give Gunna the same bail.
I respect about Buddy is Buddy probably didn't know nothing about that before he started fucking with a nigga, and then a nigga really helped him. A nigga really took him where he needed to go. You know what I mean? So it's like you done that can fuck with a nigga on you done that fucking with a nigga on a business tip. You see what I'm saying?
He said a business tip. He said, you guys are rocking with each other on a business tip, so ratting doesn't matter. You know, I couldn't possibly do business with Gunna. I'm just on some hater stuff. I'm trying to ruin his career.
Yeah, fuck Gunna.
Because he got out
So, nah.
and got in the gym. But it's okay
got
when Lil
lit.
Baby does it for QCP. It's okay. This is why Gunna, he thinks everybody's... this is why Young Thug, he thinks everybody's stupid. And he just thinks, nah, I'm King Slime. Everyone should just bow down to me and whatever I say. Selective politicking. No, it's cool if
selective politicking.
Baby's doing business with a snitch because they be getting money together, but it's not cool if you do something with Gunna because I'm getting 50% of his career. It's nonsense, bro. It's nonsense.
Bullshit.
And this is when 21
Really
Savage says,
profiting
why
off him and
can't
still
Thug do
dissing
the
him.
same with Gunna for money? He points it out, he's smart. 21 Savage is a smart cookie, but then he never stands on his points. He never presses the issue. As soon as Thug just comes up with a nonsensical response, 21 says, okay,
Because, man, I still don't fuck with that shit, man. All right, so my
man, if I see it
computer,
that way.
some of my shit like glitched out, but basically, now we're at to the point where 21 Savage is basically telling Young Thug, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, Gunna didn't do anything wrong, bro. Like,
See,
bro, we're gonna
guess
play
what?
for
It's
you.
easy for you
Me
to say.
personally, I'm gonna keep it. He didn't just go in there and lie like, boy, Jeff did this. Feel what I'm saying?
He says Gunna didn't go in there and lie and say that Jeff did this. He just said he didn't do it and he took his plea. He's basically 21's basically saying he can't say it with his chest because he's got to keep up appearances with King Slime.
King Slime, man.
All right, but he's
King
basically
Slap,
saying, I don't know if I really see it as snitching. Like, I don't know if I see it that way.
Yeah,
and then basically,
it's not snitching.
After this, right, Thug really just struggles to answer how this plea actually hurts him, and he kind of clutches at straws. He can't really answer how this truly hurts him.
He lied about, but this what he did. He made, which they still got to prove the shit though, which I don't think they're gonna ever be able to prove because it's just not a game. He gave the jurors the agreement that it's a game. He said YSL is a game, and he know people on this trial who committed crimes in furtherance of the game. That means you did it. You saying, you see what I'm saying? You don't know nobody on this case. Yeah. That's a lie. That's a full-blown lie.
So he's saying, and this is where it gets great, right? He's saying it's a full-blown lie. He's saying that he knows that other people in the case committed crimes in furtherance of YSL. That's a lie, because he didn't know anyone else in YSL. He didn't know nothing about what was going on in YSL, and it's not even a gang, so that's a lie.
Really?
Right?
Yeah. It sounded like he was struggling to think of what to say.
So he's saying that it's wrong to lie in a plea, but then in the same breath when he's denying his interrogation video, he is basically saying, yo, no, I was lying to the police. I lied to try and support my brother when I was in the 2-hour interrogation video. It's cool when I lie to save myself from consequences and to get the police off of looking into me for the Pee Wee Roscoe shooting and maybe lead them more towards looking at Birdman. And Roscoe's already fried, so I'm already going to cook him, say that he's a scrub and he sells drugs and he breaks the law every day. Yeah. It's cool for me to do it, but when Gunna does it, it's not cool. It's not cool when Gunna does it, man. It just points out the hypocrisy. If it's cool to lie and get yourself where you need to be, then that's cool. Neither of you are snitches. That interrogation video doesn't mean anything. But again, he putting that on Gunna and it applies to him. Okay. And so after this, Thug kind of trips himself up and he basically says nobody committed crimes and that Gunna made it a case by admitting that people did crimes. Thug did the same thing to Pee Wee Roscoe. Listen to this.
You really got a nigga lights up, nigga.
Yeah.
And you are 100% lying. You don't know nobody on the case. I ain't ever committed no crime. Duke ain't committed no crime. Yak ain't committed no crime. They're the only 3 people you know on this case.
So if you ain't never commit no crime, how are you King Slime and King Sled? So you're fake. You're a fraud.
Crime. So who the fuck is you talking about? You know YSL members on this case.
I think that's what he meant by he trips him up. Because I thought you were King Slime though.
You just made it the case.
You put that boy in a box.
Just like how you told the detectives that Pee Wee Roscoe sold drugs to Lil Wayne and that he's a scrub and he breaks the law every day. He got charged with drug charges after that. He got charged with drug charges from when he was behind the wall.
Yeah.
But you mean to say that means nothing, but Gunna taking his plea means everything.
Everything. Yeah, come on, man.
So
you're tripping like a
as time goes on, okay,
Thug
says something really interesting that's also contradictory to other things he said. He said that Gunna being a big dog, a big name in the case, pleading guilty, put life sentences on the other people that were still fighting their case.
That's cap. That's cap. And we know that's cap. Because I don't know how many. Didn't damn near everyone from the YSL trial get freed, or they snitched and they got free, and or if they ain't snitched.
He didn't plead guilty. He took an Alfred plea.
Now nigga gotta fight you in court, bro. And you lying. That's 100% lie. You don't even know you don't know nobody on that motherfucking case but me, and Dude, nigga. The only 3 people you know on the case. So who the fuck is you talking about? No folk made you lie. No folk said, nigga, YSL must end. Let me say, yeah, ma'am, nigga.
Yeah, fuck that nigga, bro.
See at 21? Yeah, fuck him, bro. Okay.
That's not how you feel.
If Gunna being a big dog taking a charge and it puts life on everybody else, you the biggest dog. He took an Alfred plea. You took a guilty plea to participating in criminal street gang activity.
Imagine if Al Capone took a guilty plea back then, which I actually don't know how the case went. So maybe he did. I have no fucking idea, right? Let's say he took a plea but was like, yo, I didn't snitch. I stayed solid the whole time. I'm gangster as fuck. I'm gangster as shit, dude. I'm the most gangster nigga ever. No one will take him seriously, bro. No one will take him seriously, and that's how they're looking at you.
Everything you're saying about Gunna now is tenfold for you for even taking a plea before Yak Gotti and Shannon Stillwell had resolved their charges. Facts. Straight facts. Okay? And so 21, he turns into a yes man. He says, F Gunna, all right, F him. Screw him, all right? Yeah, let's ruin his life. Let's ruin his career. That's what we're going to do, okay? And so the next thing that happens is Thug says Gunna should have just done... Gunna basically, right... Thug tries to explain the reason that he's going so hard on Gunna. And he says it's because his lawyers told him, Brian Steele told him that when he took that plea, that effed him over and that the case was going to be way harder now.
See, what make me... It's what make me hard to be like, business and shit, because you ain't in my shoes, so you don't be hearing like the conversations I have with my lawyer. Well, my lawyer just like, man, nigga, fuck this over, bro. You know, just like, real shit, just real conversations, bro. Real shit where it's like, damn, we got to really fight, what? This shit a real fight just because a nigga took a plea. Like, this shit became a fight. This shit was not a fight. Nigga walking out of this shit without being touched. Only thing nigga been do is a little time in the county. Punk ass year or two. That shit ain't that. Fuck that. Nigga.
So he's saying, look.
And I don't know why he's talking like that, because nigga, you took that plea deal and you only had to stay a week,
right? And just not taking a plea and got out early. All right, he was weak. He was
remember Thug did the same
over.
thing.
What about Yak Gotti? Young Thug did the same thing, and we're gonna see in a bit. Yeah, Young Thug says a whole bunch of stuff later on about how Gunna just told because he was trying to get home to a bitch. Well, why did you take the case early? Brian still said that you were going to beat this if you took it to trial. Why did you want to come home early? Yeah. Why did you take the plea and shit on Yak Gotti and the other people that were still fighting their charges? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense.
At all.
Right? So Thug goes on to say that Gunna wasn't doing nothing illegal in that car. Okay, and he admits at this point that the other person in that car was the fall guy. He was there to take the charge for Thug and Gunna, and really Gunna did nothing wrong by saying that he was not the person who had the drugs, because that doesn't infer that Thug did it. There was another person in the car.
So,
according to Thug, this guy was officially the fall guy.
Nigga ain't get caught in the car doing nothing with nothing. Straight send the nigga straight down the road. First day in court. First appearance.
Nah, he had 5. He got caught with 5.
Nah, it was other person in the car. That was they gun. She say on the police report, they the other person in the other person in the car gun.
So the other person in the car, apparently it says it on the police report. He took the fall for everything.
They tell me he don't supposed to be down, so he don't supposed to be around no gun. It's like nigga don't he ain't know the gun was in the car. Man, the judge ain't trying to hear none of that. 10 years off top, revoke.
Yeah, it's a bad look. Okay. So Thug goes on to say something that's a pretty great statement, okay? He says, all right, he will die. He will really die
over the shit
before he lies on anybody.
I really die before I lie on somebody.
God, so you better die.
What's going on? And I don't do it. You can't take what? God ain't putting you in no situation you can't take. Man, sit your head down somewhere, bro. Sit down.
He said he'll die before he lies on somebody, man.
That's cap.
Anyway, so from here, okay, Thug basically says that they had 9 megabytes of discovery. I think maybe he meant gigabytes. He's saying that they had a whole bunch of, or maybe it was 9 megabytes. He was saying basically that there was one piece of paper on Gunna and that he would have walked completely scot-free if he'd have held tight and gone to trial, right? And he says that he didn't even know why Gunna was locked up in the first place.
Now, then, bro, we got 9 megabytes of goddamn discovery. Man, Gunna ain't in one piece of paper. That man was walking.
Yeah, I know.
Man, ain't in one piece of paper, bro. Brian, like, man, I don't know what the fuck Gunna locked up for.
So he said Brian still doesn't even know why Gunna was locked up. He said that there was nothing on him. All right, they couldn't possibly see the state actually doing anything. And he said that Brian Steele said no jury in America will send Gunna to prison. There is no way that he's going down for those charges.
He said, if anybody beat the charge, Sergio Kitchen beat the charge first. Ain't no jury in the world sending him to prison. Nigga, Brian telling me this day one. Ain't no jury sending him to prison. No jury.
Yeah.
So he said no jury in America would send him to prison, all right? 21 Savage eventually asks another little slimy little question. He says, do you think Gunna feels like it was all worth it? And Thug says, hell no.
Do he feel like it was worth it now? Like,
hell no, he don't.
Like,
he don't know.
You done lost who you is behind this shit.
Right, it ain't even about me. It ain't about me. Nobody else in the world. It's strictly about you. Like, you really lost your manhood about Nando.
He's saying Gunna lost his manhood about nothing. What about you, Thug? Was it all worth it, putting all this smut on Gunna, and now it turns out that you got 2-hour interrogation tape doing a lot of the similar things that you've accused other people
got
of?
Potentially other signs that you snitching?
I don't think it was worth it. You trashed your whole reputation. You could have come out and stayed quiet and just been positive, been on positive
got more M's. You
wanted to destroy this
Spider Brand could have went crazy with it.
And it's come back and it's bitten you in the ass. And now you basically are
like it always does, gang.
Fate.
Did he really? Oh, I'm about to watch that video. Oh, that's a. I might have to watch that next.
That Gunna claimed that he was tricked, and he doesn't believe it. And 21 Savage says if Gunna feels like he was tricked taking that plea, he should walk back to the police station and take the plea back.
Nigga be like, man, I got tricked. I gotta trick you, nigga. What? Man, watch out.
Yeah.
Man,
he told me that. I told him go get it back with charge.
Yeah, the killer.
On my mama, I told him that. He like, shit, I could do that. I'm like, shit, hell yeah, you can do that.
He said, this sounds like a joke, right? 21 Savage said that he spoke to Gunna and said, hey, if you feel like you was tricked, take the plea back. And he says that Gunna said to him, what, I can do that? I can take the plea back and go back to jail? 21 said, yeah. Now, I don't know if that's true, but surely that's not
That's
something
not
you
true.
can do. And 21 says that Gunna said to him, he must have been being sarcastic. He said, Gunna said to him, okay, I'm going to go turn myself back in.
Hey, you talking about nigga?
Yeah, I'm going to go down there with the lawyer tomorrow, turn myself back in.
Man, did a nigga go? You know what that
Nigga
means?
didn't do it.
Man, you know what that means? A nigga wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody take no plea. They didn't want to take a plea. Everyone wanted to take a plea, Jack. Everyone know hope. Nigga want to get out, go to them hoes. Nigga, you gonna get, man, I know you regret it. You hate yourself more than I hate you. Man, you get out of jail, you fuck, smoking some weed, you kicking your shit at your house. A week later, that shit wow. Nigga like, damn, man, tripping.
So Thug's basically saying he knows that Gunna regrets it, all right? He knows that Gunna's feeling bad and that he regrets it and that he just wanted to get out, get with them hoes, right? Get with them females and get back on the streets.
Isn't that what you wanted to do, gang? Isn't that what you did when you first
Thug
got
ended
out,
up
gang?
doing the same thing, all right?
That's what I'm saying.
And
Like,
Thug
literally.
says that he hates Gunna, all right?
Yeah, which
he
is
said
crazy.
he said Gunna hates himself more than I hate him. Now, that's not true. Gunna in great shape right now. Gunna's
That's what I'm
loving
saying.
himself. A lot of self-love going on with Gunna.
Yep.
But Thug goes on to say that this is so pathetic, this one, right? And this really shows just the childish jealousy,
behavior.
really.
Yeah.
He says he wishes that Gunna doesn't get any girls ever again or any money ever again. He wishes that he get all the toys.
How
all
are you
the toys
hating?
at Christmas are going to Thug and Gunna gets
How
no
are you
toys. He
hating?
gets a
This
lump
is
of
next
coal.
level hating, bro.
That how it's supposed to be though. Like, ain't no girl supposed to be fucking you and then. Like, I really be like that. Like, I wish you don't never get no pussy no more. You don't never get another dollar in the world. Like, you don't deserve none. You don't deserve none. I don't give a fuck about nothing. Man, you don't deserve none. Like, you the worst.
Yeah.
Pathetic, really. Salty, pathetic. And this is why he tried to trash Gunna. Gunna was out here getting these hoes, man.
Getting these hoes,
Gunna was
gang.
out here getting in the gym, getting in shape, and getting
Yeah,
these hoes. He was getting hoes
getting
that
right,
he didn't
getting
even know that he was
big, you know what I'm
capable of
saying?
getting, man, back when he was in bad shape, drinking
Yeah.
that lean every day, okay?
They're drinking that
You're
syrup.
getting all the
Syrup.
girls. You're getting all the money, dropping all the albums.
And
all
your
right?
ass is
And Thug
mad
goes on
because
to
you was
say
in.
The only reason
Yeah.
Gunna told is so that he could get out and get back to a girl.
Pussy. Nigga did that shit to get out for a hoe, bro. Listen to a nigga jail call and shit. Nigga just straight just, damn, man. I love you, baby. What you doing? Man, yeah, I'm gonna be back with you in a minute. Yeah.
So Thug said the only reason Gunna told is to get out and get back to girls, even though Thug low-key came out and did the same
Did the
thing.
same thing.
All right.
Scientist. I'm
And
pretty
Thug
sure.
later says that he is a man. All right, he is a real man.
He's a real
He
man,
could
guys.
never go out like Gunna.
He can
He
never.
could never. Hey,
Hey,
kind of
gang,
going out
never.
like Gunna recently. I'm not gonna lie. That's what the streets been saying.
You ain't.
That's what the streets
But guess
really
what?
been saying.
I'm a man though. I ain't doing no sucker shit. Whatever him. I'm good there with him. One thing about it, I'm not going out like no sucker. Cause I'm a grown man. I ain't doing that. Ain't no money. Ain't no nothing. Who? Man, nigga sitting there, motherfucker, law everything. I don't give a damn. I wish I would do that. Who?
So he did actually go out the same way, ironically, okay?
Literally.
And 21 basically goes back to his little extortion angle. He basically tells Thug, yo, man, you should still shake down Gunna for a bunch of his royalties, man. You should shake him
Like,
down,
come
put
on,
him in
you
a
really
worse
should.
contract. You know what I'm saying? You should offer him your grace and, you know, the same grace that you're giving Umfunk, all right? You should offer that to Gunna and extract resources from him. 21 Savage, a real demon in these streets, man.
Oh my god, he don't give a fuck. He moving
say
like them
he's
record
better
label
than
managers,
like,
man.
finesse that, like,
But
Yeah,
we know
I'm
he
gonna
been
do
a
this.
finesser. Look
Y'all
what he
change
did
this
with
up
Aiden when he
on
rigged
their
that dice
contract,
game and shit.
man.
Like, I know y'all
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
these things. Like, why do we
So
trust people
21
that
says,
show
man,
these
let's change.
behaviors?
You should change up his contract and basically offer your support in exchange for money
for
and
that
for
paper.
more royalties, more points on his projects. And then
Yeah.
Thug says, yeah, let's do it, man. He says to somebody else, I guess, who's listening on the call, he said, hey, redo Gunna's contract. I want 4 more albums out of him, man. He ain't get those albums.
Hey, tell them I want to
Yeah, hell
redo. I want to redo bruh contract. So I want to put them up. I want to make them up for 4 more albums.
So he said that, all right. And 21, like the little cheerleader that he is, right? He says, hell yeah, man. We're going to make that guy pay for his mistakes, man. We're going to make him pay.
Yeah. How to pay for your mistakes, bro.
The dick eating is crazy.
So 21 later goes on to say that the city ain't been the same since Thug got locked up, man. Ironically, now that Thug is destroying the whole city with his
Atlanta.
allegations and basically throwing everybody else under the
Literally,
bus.
it's not the same.
But 21 glazing his...
Like nobody is looking at Atlanta the same anymore after this shit, because it's like everybody favorite rap. Like, I'm not gonna say everybody favorite rapper. Young Thug was one of the biggest rappers in Atlanta, obviously, because he'd been doing this shit for a minute. And then you come out and you get exposed to doing stuff like this. It's a horrible look. Like, this conversation really just, this shit gonna change the outlook for some people that see this on these rappers because they're gonna be like, damn, they really like that. Even though they have slime in their name and slat, which literally means like I will double cross you, like, you know what I'm saying? For a fact, I will double cross you, I will snake you. But let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. This stuff gets crazier and crazier every day, bro. I promise y'all. But we're gonna keep reacting to it, keep them videos out for y'all. And yeah, it's your boy Hockey LaFleur, and I'm out of here. Peace.